I call the member for Fairfield.
Mr. Speaker, we are at the precipice of a new era, coined by many as the fourth industrial revolution, something that both excites and scares me, and that is the dawn of artificial intelligence. McKinsey and Company equates AI to a machine's ability to perform the cognitive functions we associate with human minds, such as perceiving, reasoning, learning, interacting with an environment, problem solving, and even exercising creativity. Theoretically, AI's potential seems almost limitless. The answer to cure illnesses, create super efficient businesses, revolutionise education, and even make us a multi-planetary species. To put the contemporary power of computers into perspective, some computers can perform as many calculations in a single second as an individual could in 31.7 billion years. As for all change, many people I speak with about AI are somewhat apprehensive. I don't blame them. None of us truly understands the implications of what awaits us. As governments around the world grasp at what to do, an ever-growing number of questions persist. How should we develop and use AI? How do we protect ourselves from AI? How do governments, both domestic and foreign, work together to regulate AI? And how do we posture ourselves to best adapt to the possibilities that AI produces? I do not have the answers to these questions. And the reality is we are not keeping up with the rate of change that confronts us. Good or bad, AI is not around the corner, not at our doorsteps, but already in our homes. In fact, Deloitte reports that a quarter of Australia's economy, approximately $600 billion in economic activity, faces significant and imminent disruption by generative AI alone. All of this precipitates the need to start a serious conversation and adapt via detailed preparedness and action. In terms of Fairfield, one context of AI likely to adversely impact my community is the job displacement effect. AI and the productivity enhancing opportunities it presents will create a greater reliance on capital and technology in producing goods and services. From a business standpoint, if robots and computer programs can do things a person does quicker and cheaper, it makes sense for the unemployment line for workers in traditional labour-intensive industries to get longer. As a government, how do we cater to this structural shift in the labour market? How do we support workers who find themselves unemployed? How do we prepare for the ensuing mental health crisis when people lose purpose? How do we set our working age population up for success both now and in the future? Against the backdrop of all of this is the aggravation of economic inequality propelled by AI. In history, the beneficiaries of great change were those who were best able to adapt. As such, nations that can form a competitive advantage in AI-related industries will no doubt prosper and shift the global order. Agile and tech-savvy businesses are also likely to thrive. On the other hand, those who are not technologically adept will fall behind. On that note, Deloitte reports that Australia ranks second last out of 14 leading economies on its deployment of generative AI. And when you look at Fairfield, we are way behind national and state standards. My community already has significant digital literacy problems, including minimal access to technology. This, coupled with Fairfield's workforce engaged in industry susceptible to AI disruption, reinforces the need for sensible intervention. A relevant starting point I'm working on is to bolster the electorate's technological infrastructure and know-how. The provision of digital literacy training and even front-load investing in giving people access to computers and other related devices will lay the platform for AI fluency training and competence. This is just the tip of what we must do in an ever-expanding iceberg. I will have more to say in the future as I try to improve my own digital and AI IQ and nest that within what we need to do in public policy. Overall, we have two choices: to leap ahead or fall behind. With prudent strategic planning and execution, We can set the global standard, prosper as a society, and make life better for all.